Toffee TV, it's the starting 11 show. Everton versus Chelsea, Goodison Park. Sunday. Oh, there's changes afoot. Caught us out last week. He did with his one change.
Very naughty.
With his one change. Stecklenberg. We've gone for, even though we said Joel for the rest of the season, we've gone for,
put him in because he's going to play.
We just put him in because he's going to play. We can't be bothered. So Stecklenberg is back in goal. Whether you think that's the right thing or the wrong thing, he is back in goal. Back four of Holgate, Williams, Jagielka, Baines. Obviously, Williams and Jagielka are going to be in for a tough day.
Yeah. A
tough day. Do you expect them to sit deep, edge of the box?
Yeah. Well, that's where he should sit. Although Costa's not going to run you, is he really? But Hazard might. So, yeah. Sit on the edge of our box, bring them on to us and sign it on the counter attack.
No changes in the centre midfield. Davies, Sneijderlin, Garner, the three in there. Obviously Garner and Davies went off last week at half time, but the manager did sort of put a little caveat on that and say, well, I would have took everyone off basically if I had my choice.
I think for this, he can just get back to doing the jobs in this game, and I think it will. Their game will be pressing and getting tight to people. I think it'll suit us. I think it's what we need against Chelsea. We need our best players out there. Yeah, and they're going to have to do that job well, aren't they? Basically, they're going to have to do that job very well. The way, because obviously Chelsea very combative in midfield, use the ball really well. Got good players, that can do both jobs, I suppose. And obviously with Kante in there, but Garner versus Kante. We'll see who's the best.
It's the battle we all wanted to see.
It is. Stenser on the pitch with a ball.
I'd rather Kante. They wouldn't not need them to use it though. They just both jump in for tackles, aren't it? You've gone for Barkley, obviously coming off that right hand side.
Yeah.
On the other side, you've made a change. Now I thought maybe Lookman might come in for this game. Possibility of Lookman coming in, but then obviously Valencia is there, and obviously he couldn't play last week. The cardboard cutout of Kone was on the bench. Valencia obviously couldn't play against his parent team. Now, do you think he could come in for obviously you've put him in the team, but
put him in.
Put him in instead of Morales.
Morales was rubbish last week. Got taken off a game. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could see if he just leaves Morales in, I'd just say, oh yeah. But I just think Valencia, and I know he's being used primarily as a sub, and it's kind of worked, but I just think in this game, it might be staying in the game by occupying them a little bit more than what Morales does, and I think he deserves some game time. To be honest with you, he's in general he's affected games, and I think this is the kind of game at home with the crowd, very similar to when Arsenal came and he started that game and he gave us a springboard to go from, and he was key in that game. And I think I'd be thinking for him, go and do 70 minutes, go or 65, go and run around. Try and get in the box, try and affect it, and then maybe the last 25 throw a Lookman on. And
plus, with them playing, three centre backs, it
gives Ron some support.
Yeah, Lukaku's,
because they are quite strong.
Yeah,
and what this would enable you to do is miss the midfield out.
And I think as well,
get them.
I think as well, David Luiz, much changed defender this season, but he still likes to come out of the back with the ball and look to ping balls left, right, and centre. Maybe with someone like Valencia in there, he'll get in his face quite early and stop him from doing that and open up opportunities that might drop for Lukaku by just pressing them early.
I think if we had the Sky thing and I had moved them, I actually think Valencia would come off the right and Ross would be on the left. But I think it enables him to get closer to Ron and just to turn him. Fire a few long balls down, get them turned and running into channels, try and pull them out of position, which then might allow Davies and Barkley to fill in. If we just go in and go, we're terrified of these, we're going to leave Rom isolated, we're going to be in for a long afternoon, and I just think him, because then it gives Morales and Lookman something coming off the bench, I think, whereas I try and get at them and see what they've got.
Because he is really...
He's playing his own audition for 4 games left.
I suppose for Valencia, really, he's... I'm not saying he's our only other goal threat, but when he plays and he's up there with Lukaku, seen it in numerous games in last few weeks certainly. When he's in there, he's a threat. Lukaku loves the fact that he plays. I think Lukaku. I don't know. You just generally get the feeling that he wants to have someone playing up front with him.
I don't think he likes doing the other stuff. I don't, and
No,
that's
no.
not, and you can level it as a criticism of him sometimes, but I just think Tui can do the job. He wants to be on the ball and scoring goals. He doesn't really want to be doing doggy work, running around, closing down. He'll do it, but he doesn't really want to be doing it. So if you've got someone there who's sharing the load, it makes you feel better. It's not a thankless task, whereas he's had a few of them in the last few weeks, hasn't he? So I think Valencia will give them a different threat to worry about, that's all.
Be interesting, be interesting to see, and obviously be interesting on the bench as well to see whether what options there are, whether Besic possibly played 90 minutes last week, maybe if he comes in there a little bit more snap, crackle and pop coming off the bench to go in midfield, might need something like that. Maybe a couple of the younger lads, obviously under 23 have won the league, maybe a couple more of them will come in rather than having the same old faces, but I suppose
but that to me is a strong side and one that could put them under a little bit of pressure.
I think Snyder's got to have a good game.
Yeah, he's key.
I think he's got to have a good game. He's got to try and dictate the pace as much as he can. We've seen him at home. He's very, very good at home, and hopefully he continues that. His away form has been pretty much the same as all the other players playing away.
I think for me, offensively, we've been poor. That's all away. I think in general, defensively, we've been not too bad. I know Liverpool was at the debacle, but we had a kid in there that shouldn't really have not been in there. We didn't have Snyderland in there, but in general, defensively, away, we've been not too bad.
Right, this is the bit in the show where we just laugh because we've just been talking about wacky things for half an hour, but if you're watching on YouTube you haven't seen that, so get on Patreon. That was an interesting discussion that started at Crocodile Sharks and ended up with Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. In between there was lots of points.
Interesting.
But the only way you'll find that out is if you're on Patreon, and for that that's only like £1. It's like £1 a month for that. If you want that, it's like £1 a month. And you get the full.
You may as well do it. If you're paying £1, you just pay for 3.
And if you're paying 3, you might as well pay 5. And buy a t-shirt as well. And a mug. Where's the mugs? I don't know.
Let's go. I'm starving.
Yeah, there you go. That's the team. Let us know in the comments whether you agree. Thanks for watching Toffee TV. We'll see you later.